Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to talk with my still very damp hair about the things that I am planning on doing for Beltane this year, so Beltane 2022. So I have 5 major things that I have planned for this coming season. Of course, it's always subject to change once it actually comes around, but as of currently, this is what I'm planning on working on. Number 1, planting our garden. It is Utah. We do not plant before Beltane because if you do, typically it will snow like it's done today. Today it was snowing. Not bad, but there was still snow. So we wait till Beltane to plant. I bless my seeds at Ostara and then actually go out and start planting them in the Beltane season. Might not be on Beltane itself, but somewhere during the season, early May, I will go out and plant, and I will also, buy whatever plants that I want to put in. If it's not the seeds themselves, I'll put those in as well around this time. It's also a time to just like weed out the gardens and stuff because now, there's always the argument that like you're not supposed to until like the bees have like unhibernated. So now's a good time to get those weeds out because it is time. 2, we are planning on blessing and protecting our yard. We haven't done that in quite a few years, so high time to recharge that, especially the outside shields and wards and all that jazz. So that's another thing I'll be doing. Some people might wait till the summer solstice to do that, which is fair. I just feel like I need to because of some things that have happened. I just need to recharge those just a little bit. Number 3 is to work on self-care. So Beltane, for a lot of people, this is the season of sex and sexuality and sensuality and all of that nonsense. For me, that's not the point of this holiday. I feel like that's like maybe one little chunk if you wanted to focus on that, but there's so much more. Just like you could argue that Yule is really only about family. And that's kind of not maybe your jazz if you're not super close with your family or you've lost a loved one. It might not be the main focus you want to do, so instead you might focus on like New Year's resolutions and, focusing more on winter, stuff like there's so many things you could focus on at a holiday. Beltane just gets this really bad rap of it's just the holiday for sex, and I'm over it. It's a soapbox I will forever live on. That being said, self-care. Now, that doesn't mean get your mind out of the gutter self-care. It could if you wanted, but really, I'm talking about getting your health back, focusing on eating better, exercising. 4th thing I'm planning on doing for Beltane this year is a ritual fire. I love to do these. They're one of my favorites. And the focus of this is just to be getting rid of the last of the winter funk that's been going on. I do get a little bit of seasonal depression on top of the usual depression. So like, it'll be nice to just burn away at least that part of it and just really focus in on the coming actual like warm of the year. And lastly, number 5, I am going to be working towards our wedding and starting to do some of the prepping spell work and shadowy work and things that come with getting married. Because for me, I'm a very ritualistic person. That's one way that I really like to process life events. And I did this when I was leaving my teen years and entering into my 20s. And now that I'm 25, I'm going on 26 and gonna be getting married. And it's just a very different life that's coming up. When you get married, it might be the first time you're moving out of your parents' house. It's the first time you're living with your partner. For us, it's not really gonna change our relationship at all. We've been living together for like nearly 5 years now, and we've gone through a lot of the big major things in a relationship. And so it's not something that's really gonna change the relationship. That part's fine. The thing that's going to be, because I mean, we're already committed to each other. We've already had the discussion of our future and we're already committed to the future. We're living it. We're in our lives together now. It's just legally going to make it official. So that being said, the thing that's changing for me, which I don't know what he's going to be doing for his life, whatever. I don't know if he needs to do spell work for the wedding, but for me, it's a huge shift because I'm changing my name legally, which is weird because I really have loved my name, and it's going to be weird to not have my name anymore. It's going to be different, and it's a choice I made on my own, but there's a lot of stuff that comes with changing your name, taking on somebody else's, and taking on the baggage of that family name. because there's a lot. Also, you know, just the fact that like I will actually be somebody's wife instead of girlfriend, like that's a huge level up in life. Also, just like mundane-y stuff, like during the Beltane season, probably gonna work on alterations for our dresses, get the decor and start blessing for the broom, get our hand fasting cords, stuff like that. We already met with the officiant and got our ceremony pretty much nailed down. So it's just like the handful of last few things, like realistic stuff. But I also need to like check in with vendors, see if there's anything else we need to be doing, stuff like that. That's just what I'm doing for Beltane. I would love to hear what you guys are doing in the comments down below, and I will talk to you all next time.